City Museum in St. Louis. It's been said it reminds people of Meow Wolf. We missed that when we did New Mexico, so excited to check that out. Cardinals game later, and we'll see what else we get up to.
Well, today we are going to talk about probably one of the most insane experiences I've had as far as attractions or destinations, that being the City Museum of St. Louis, Missouri. Now, if you're new to this series, How Accessible is about me exploring different attractions and things to figure out what accessibility improvements they might be able to make based on my own lived experience. I am one blind dude. I don't represent everyone who can't see, and my experiences may be different from yours, even if we experience the same attraction with the same eye condition, let alone those of you who might have additional disabilities or different eye conditions from my own. And so this series is just meant as a reflection of my experience. With that being said, how accessible is this City Museum?
Well, the fun challenge of this day is going to be doing O&M around strange spaces, because this has a lot of apparently somewhat navigable things. We don't know where anything is or goes or does. We might find out.
This place is madness. It is absolute insanity, and I'm hoping that with the kind of mixed quality of the vlog shots that I got, you might be able to get a sense for a little bit of it. But honestly, it kind of comes in two different forms. One being, this is not a traditional museum where you walk from the first floor to the second floor to the third floor to the fourth floor. Now, while there are regular staircases, there are also holes in the floor with ladders in them. There are spiral staircases. When we first got there, we ended up on the third floor by accident because we just wound up in this crazy wire jungle gym kind of thing. So the way that my vision specifically works, it's really hard for me to get oriented to new things because I can only see small pieces of something at a time, and the second piece of that is like investigating it with my cane. So I don't know how all this is going to go. We're going to have to see what I can try to film of this experience and what we can get out of the City Museum here. And experiences like that happen frequently throughout the day. This was really overwhelming for me from a stimulus standpoint because there was so much noise, uneven terrain, and changes in light level, which really mess with my vision. And all of that was happening constantly.
We just walked in this crazy tunnel, and there's all these tactile railings. Like, there's lots of multi-sensory. I don't want to get random people in here, but it's kind of overwhelming because there's a lot of new things, and I don't know what anything is or how anything works.
There were also times where I wouldn't realize it, but there was like kids crawling right below me where I was using my cane.
Climb these monster like spiral staircasey kind of things. This is really hard because trying to explain the navigation and trying to do it, I can't even vlog. It's metal structures that are like spiral staircases with railings, and then there's also like logs you can climb on. It's pretty wicked, and it's really fun. It's just an issue of trying to understand it and navigate it safely. There's no way I can vlog most of this, most of the time.
You know, it was just a very overwhelming experience. I'm going to share a couple clips with you now so that hopefully you can get a sense for a little bit of what I experienced and some of my insight into what proved challenging throughout the day.
Alright, you're not going to be able to see nothing, but I have this next to me. We're just going to walk through, and I'm going to use my cane. We're going to kind of MacGyver some caves. Alright. That's where it starts.
There are definitely little tunnels and stuff. You don't have to go on the road.
No, but are they on the floor?
No, not really. They're on the sidewalk.
There ain't no holy tunnels.
Oh, cave paintings.
Cool.
Oh. This is our 80s dresses. Are they your fiance behind? This coming?
Famous last words.
Do you want me to like walk right by you?
No, I'm okay. Just keep. I cane. I need the cane in here. Okay. It's the hard part. Losing people. It's big in here.
Tons of people. Please rate the cave.
Scary out of 10.
Wow. What do you think?
I'm lost out of 10.
Yay.
Oh, there's a fountain. There's some water. I can't see. I can see a couple moving lights. But yeah, there's a walk into the cave.
I did not get like almost any of that. That was way bigger than we thought.
and there's so much like backtracking and surface changes, and it'd be a really fun place to test your O&M skills if you have the ability to do so without panicking. There's a lot going on in there. Cool, but a little overwhelming. What I see is red stuff, but apparently there's cool staircases that go all the way up to the floor or the ceiling or whatever, or both. Who knows? Huh. Yay. Relatively predictable stairs. I'm fine. Yep, I'm working on it.
Oh my god!
Part of the real original staircase of the museum. Ooh, it's like patterns. Points for accessibility for the City Museum. Part of the building of what that have looked like, and there's more patterns, lots of things to touch. I dig that. Another one. Ooh, this one has. Oh, I like that this one has all the circles.
So it's actually like little star patterns, kind of.
Oh. This little boy was on the roof, and it's. I love that you can touch like everything. Ow, ow. Big pokey giant.
There's more big pieces
thing.
that we can touch over there.
Hey, cool. I promise I normally don't touch people's faces as a blind guy.
It kind of looks like
But-
he was like creepy.
This is touching my own face.
Ew.
That's really wicked though, and that's like a lot of detail. He even has nostrils. I'm gonna stick my finger up his nose. Sorry, bro. Buildings that were designed in Chicago, and we're getting to quite literally get hands-on with different types of patterns. Most of these are terracotta, and these are demolished buildings that you can actually touch all of the
You go up, there's like a checkered pattern too. You can't really feel it, but it's cool. All the way up.
Oh, I see. Up, way up in the camera. You can see it. Nice. So I used to work at an observatory in Chicago, and I can't not remember who was the architect for Yerkes, but these are of similar styles of the similar time period. It's just interesting seeing the nuances of different designs and why people did certain things. So the design in front of me here is more kind of a mix between like nature and being more organic and kind of giving an Americanized style rather than the classic Greek symbols that were used everywhere. So this one seems pretty like symmetrical, and it's a circle, and everything kind of comes to a middle point sort of, which is kind of wild. Really neat. Really struggle with illusions and things, but I can see the mirrors making this look like an endless crazy hallway that we just walked out of. That is pretty cool.
Now that you've seen a few of those clips, you might have a better sense for how insane this experience was, and that was just the indoor portion. There was also a fair amount of things outside, and I'll play some of those clips because that area was arguably even more insane because there was lots of climbing structures that just seemed precarious, and it was really hard to get a feel for how to navigate, especially with so many kids and people running around. So I'll play the outdoor clips here.
Up on top of an airplane.
There are people.
Oh, this is wicked.
Oh, it's cool.
Whoa.
You really can't be too
I
tall.
was gonna say, I'm a little tall for this. I like this down here.
You wanna go sit in like the pilot seat?
Oh yeah.
That's cool. I don't know if I like that you can feel it wobble.
Whoa. Ooh.
Just cool pictures.
Yeah, she's moving. Let's see. Don't let me drive cars, but let's see if we can figure this out here. Oh.
Sounds like you're gonna be a pilot.
I'm working on it. I gotta figure out what's going on in here. Back of the airplane, we got the kiddos flying up here, and it's cool because you can actually see things as you're moving. The parts of the plane are moving, so I have to look up what kind of plane this is. It's pretty cool. There's the plane that we were just in. That's pretty wicked. About the second piece of predictable terrain we've had this whole time, but we're cruising. We went up in the big castle tower after going in the airplanes. If you want the ultimate test of your orientation mobility skills, come to City Museum in St. Louis. No further questions. Welcome to the roof. Lots to check out up here. I want to go on the big bus. Is hanging off of the building. We can go in there. Lots to check out here at the roof of the City Museum. Pretty cool. Board the magic school bus. Not where a school bus should be parked. Sorry about that. That's on me. I shouldn't have a driver's license, I guess. Hello, St. Louis. You can see quite a bit up here. It's windy though. Right on cue. Ferris wheel bus down there. This place is insane. Hello from the top of the roof. There's a giant bug behind me. And now there's St. Louis. Pretty cool. This place was a lot, but pretty wicked.
Now, overall, this place was really cool. I would love to go back on a quieter day because in terms of accessibility, I would love to explore and actually spend some more intentional time with the structures and the design elements of this place to kind of get a feel for it. It was just really hard to do all of that for the first time. I know my fiance got a little bit overwhelmed a couple of times, and so did I, just trying to explain like the function of the layout to me while I was trying to explain what I needed to know to get around. It was a lot, and as far as would I recommend the City Museum, I would say try to go on a quieter day so that you have the freedom to explore with a little bit less stress. We were there on a Saturday towards the end of the summer, and so I'm sure there was a lot of, you know, parents with kids finishing out summer vacation, things like that. I would love to go back on like a Tuesday in the middle of the school year, when it might be a little bit quieter. But would I recommend it? Absolutely. It was one of the most unique experiences I've ever had. It was definitely overwhelming. It was definitely overstimulating. But in terms of things you don't get to do every day, City Museum has that in spades. If you have any further questions, comments, queries, theories, concerns, or anything else, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comment section down below. I hope this video was fun, maybe a little bit insightful, and that you enjoyed watching it. Thank you for checking this out, and we will see you soon. Peace.